Hello YouTube, it's Mike again with another video, and this one's a continuation of my Blood Angel Army kind of ongoing video log. This is my, as you can see, newly completed Stormraven Gunship. I've had the gunship sitting around on the shelf for just under a year and a half, still in the cellophane, and I have not got around to building and painting it up until about a couple of weeks ago, where I thought I'd go for it. So this is it. This is the beast, and I know opinions divided on it a little bit. Some people like it. I think most people don't like it. I don't mind it. I think it probably could be a little bit sort of sleeker, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. I do quite like it, and with my army, I'm sort of in in the process of collecting threes of things for sort of heavy support options. So this will be one of three Stormravens that I'll be doing. So this is kind of a starter one, really, just to see how we go. It's all airbrushed. Started off with a Chaos Black spray undercoat, followed by Army Painter Dragon Red spray undercoat, kind of dusted over. And then went in with the airbrush with Blood Red and some Devlin Mud, and back to Blood Red and some Bowel Red wash. Obviously this is pre new paints coming in, so I haven't picked up any of the new paints yet, and I'm still kind of finishing the finishing my old paints, and I'd be interested to see how the new paints kind of fit in with the old ones. So anyway, we'll have a little bit of a tour of the thing. I haven't glued the hatch down. I left the hatch removable. There you can see the eagle there, and I've used some of the Forge World brass etching. Blood Angels, that one says, if you can't see it. I've gone for the missiles in the front, which are glued in, so that's the option there, and obviously the glass glued in there. So that's that. So now, as a result of that, you can see the pilot and all the various gauges and stuff behind him, and the various gauges and things in front of him. So that's the pilot. Did a basic paint job. You're not going to be able to see this, I'm sure, if I can even open it. There we go. Did a kind of, you can't see it anyway, did a basic paint job on the inside. So that's that. Gone for the hurricane bolters on the side, and they're fixed. I didn't bother gluing them in. And as you can see, I've done some weathering here, a bit of mud and grime. I've gone for the landing gear in the up position. That's the underside, a bit more kind of battered and dirty and weathered than the rest of the ship. I'm just sort of figuring that the underside's going to be a bit more messed up, if you like. There we go, engines all painted up there. Got some decals from the Forge World decal sheet, and a kind of scorched look on the back of the motors there. I cheated a little bit, in fairness. I airbrushed the whole thing red, but did it without the motors attached. The motors were completely separate, which is why these two bits are kind of worn metal, because this was all done separately and I glued them in afterwards. Just made my life a little bit easier, to be honest. But it looks okay, I think. I'm quite happy with that. Done some sort of soot where the missiles would have flown out from the underside of the wings, and I'm sure there'd be soot scorch marks on the tops of the wings there. And we've done some soot around the vents as well, just sort of various weathering. I mean, it's not completely battered, but it is lightly weathered, I'd say, lightly weathered. The gun options here are magnetised, so got the plasma ones on there at the moment. And again, I left the hatch here removable. So the servitors in there controlling the guns. So that goes on. I might glue that on maybe. And the rest of the guns here. So I've got the las cannons painted up so they can go on, and also the assault cannons are painted up. As you can see, magnetizable there, so we can go through the options. So I haven't got any of the coverings for the other two sets of weapons though, because I've glued them onto the plasma cannons. So when I pick up the other two Stormravens at some point, I'll get 2 more sets of the covers there, so I can put the housings on there. So that's him really. Got a few. Use the Blood Angel wings, obviously, that you get in the set, and put some skull decals there. And I use the Forge World weathering powders to kind of make it all dusty and grimy. Done a few kind of paint chips on the hard leading edges of the wings, and obviously squad markings as well to fit in line with the rest of my army. And that's it basically. Did a bit of a base to it as well, a bit of a scenic base. I've used the standard base and kind of sprayed it black initially, so looks okay. And then I've put some detail on the base, so obviously gravelled it and dry brushed it, and then put some flock over it. And I've used some of the new Games Workshop tufts to kind of stick on there to make it a bit more interesting. But you know, we've got a smashed door specs on the floor there, and an Imperial Guardsman's gun from the battle, and a Blood Angel helmet there with some scratches in the front, or some axe marks. I don't know if he's had an axe to the head or something, but that helmet's there and battered and destroyed. These bits are from the Warhammer 40k basing set. And then at the back here, some bits of I'm not sure if they're Rhino or Land Raider side doors, but I'm figuring that, you know, they're embedded into the ground. And this bit here is a bit of scenery again from the Warhammer 40k kit, but all done up to be rusted and buried underneath the ground, so it's obviously been there for years. So just to kind of give it a bit of a scenic base, so you can so the Stormraven's flying along on its base there. So yeah, overall pretty happy with that. Enjoyed building that one. So 2 more to go on that one. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.